Mononucleosis by Sarah Hercules, Brendan Barton, and Morgan Boyer. Hi class, I'm Sarah Hercules, and my partners Brendan, Morgan, and I get to do our presentation on mononucleosis, more commonly known as mono. So I'm sure many, if not all of you, have heard of mono before. Either you've had it yourself, you know somebody who's had it. We're all pretty familiar with at least the term mono and what it can do for us. So a few years ago, I was having a health screen in Rexburg, and as I was having this done, the health professional, he was asking me how I handled mono, and I told him, I've never had it before. And he said, yeah, you have. It's in your spleen. I could see traces of it. They stay with you forever. And I was completely shocked. And I was like, well, I guess I handled it really well because I didn't even know that I had it. And I thought I was really cool that I was able to handle mono and didn't even know that I handled it. And I just thought that I had this amazing body that could handle anything. And little did I know that that's not really what makes me cool. And that actually it's more common than we might think that people have had mono and didn't even know it. And maybe that's even you, that you've had it and didn't know it yet. So through our presentation, we're going to teach you how that's possible and why. So here we go. So the scientific name for mononucleosis is infectious mononucleosis. It's caused by the Epstein-Barr virus, more commonly known as EBV, as well as it can also be caused by cytomegalovirus. The morphology is that this virus is enveloped. It does also include spikes, a core, capsid, and teguments. And in the following slide, we'll show you a picture more closely of that EBV virus. The viral genome is a double-stranded DNA, and the reservoir are humans. Humans are the only known reservoir. So here's that close-up picture of what the EB virus that causes mono looks like. So on the outside, you can see that circle surrounding it, that's the envelope. And then you can see the spikes there that go along the outside as well. In the middle, you can find that dark circle called the core. Then around that is the capsid, followed by the teguments. So there are many different signs and symptoms that you can have or show when you have mononucleosis. So we're going to start with the signs, and you can see a picture there to kind of show you where some of the things would be located if you're not familiar with that. The first sign that you could have would be a fever. And this could be a low fever, a high fever. There's no set range that it would fall under, just any kind of a fever. Another thing would be swollen lymph nodes in your neck and armpits. And the next one that you could get would be swollen tonsils. You could also show in a rash on your skin anywhere on your body. And a large one that you could have would be a soft swollen spleen. And this is really common, and this is actually what showed up on the health scan that I had. There are many different symptoms that you could show also in addition to the various signs that we just went over. So for your symptoms, the number one symptom that people show is fatigue. And your body just needs the rest. And rest is actually the top thing that is recommended if you have mono. Your body needs to rest to get over it. So fatigue is your number one symptom. Another symptom is a swollen throat, and this makes sense with if you have enlarged tonsils or swollen lymph nodes, that you're going to have a sore throat to go along with that. And that actually can cause strep throat. It'll lead up to strep throat, and you're going to need antibiotics to get over that. Another thing is going to be malaise. That's just a general feeling of unwellness is. You could also get headaches, and an interesting thing is that your symptoms with mono actually won't appear until 4 to 6 weeks after you've already been exposed.